energy I love so much. I'm going to get Jason up here next. Get on up here, cowboy. He's the guy, I like to call him the Great Canadian Cowboy.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks, John. Okay, yes. Thanks, sweetheart. Thank you for your patience. You ready, John? Ready, everybody? Hello, my beautiful Canadians. Showing your amazing, gorgeous faces out there. Fighting for our Canadian, of course, human rights and freedoms, right? Here's my buddy Frank. We'll just make fun of Doug Ford for a moment. You know, one of his ridiculous proclamation pronouncements, of course, let's have perspective. He called us anti-maskers, making fun, right? Meanwhile, you've got people who have even died wearing masks in the hospitals. But we'll do future videos on the mask issue, everybody. Doug Ford's been hired to destroy our economy by the establishment. But the great news, as I said in the last speech, by the way, I'm Jason, Cosmic Truth Authority. Can you hold this? Doug Ford called us anti-maskers, and he's going to pay a price for that. Your most basic personal freedom, thank you, is showing your face, right? Like I said in the last speech, never compromise your health integrity, everyone. They want to compromise our health integrity as Canadians, right? It's so obvious, shutting down the gyms and our businesses, for what? And I've always said, the people that have died and been infected, we all know, right? They've been used, unfortunately, as cannon fodder, which is the ultimate desecration of their honor and integrity, right? Now, how did we get it? How did we get into this place in the last 9 months or a year? Exactly, and it's mind control, right? The mind control trickery is off the scale. The entrainment, the social engineering, again, as the woman just said, the nice woman, CNN, all the mainstream media, they don't seemingly have the courage to tell the truth, which we're doing, right? We don't even speculate very much. We got the numbers on COVID-19. You know, my sister's an experienced nurse. 9 out of 10 patients, right? She has to wear a mask. She can't even diagnose or have a sincere compassionate communication with them. How do you do that? You know, that's what mass media has to talk about. And the mind control, like I said, everyone, it is off the charts. They've literally hypnotized. Hi, Frank. They've literally hypnotized and submissively indoctrinated millions of people to buy into this viewport from our governments everywhere. Am I correct? But the great news is, you know, Vlad and Kelly and everybody who comes up here and speaks, Vlad has created a beautiful movement, and everybody who speaks, and all of you, you have voices. You guys are leaders, men and ladies, kids. We are the leaders. We don't have a real government anymore, unfortunately. It's been said, right? It's a de facto government, and we got a shadow government. But we are, thank you, Frank, we are going to crush the establishment this year, next year. We are going to win this battle, everybody, because we are the truth. We are the light. And we are going to shine a light to the world, and we're not going to allow the trashing of humanity to continue here in Canada or anywhere else in the world, for that matter, are we? Right? And all the beautiful French people in Quebec, Montreal, they're going through hard times, bonjour. Now, the police officers have just walked by. Let me just take a quick side note. You know, the one thing I disagree with Black Lives Matter, there's a lot of great people, I've said this before, but they don't look at the establishment. You don't defund the police, it's about reforming the police. Am I right? But the cops, the Canadian police officers, I just did a speech at City Hall. I was honored to do it like I am right now. The cops need to take off their masks. The Canadian police, they know, they don't want to wear it all day. They know the risks of masks. Try doing push-ups with the fitness cap. Let's see how many push-ups you can do. I mean, come on, right? Exactly. You don't have, if you want to wear a mask, fine. But know the science, use reason, logic, common sense. There's a transhumanism hideous agenda that's being played out. You know, do we want our kids to live a wretched life thinking that it's paradise? Right? One of Hitler's famous quotes in Nazi Germany was saying, now I can't even remember.
Bigger the lie.
Exactly. He said, I think he said, if you use clever, constant application of propaganda, you can make people think paradise is hell. Or he said you could do it the other way around and make people think that the most wretched life is paradise. So I ask you again, my Canadians, my beautiful Canadians, do we want our children to grow into a world thinking that it's a wretched life, but this is paradise? No, we have the ability to beautify our planet in ways we can't even begin to imagine. And we're going to do it. We are going to crush this shadow government, this tyranny, because they're trying to condition us to accept outrageous tyranny. Am I correct? Are you fed up? Are we going to get our country back? We're going to do it starting this year, starting today. Every single day, every week, every province, every city. We are going to crush the shadow government that's going on, trying to control our governments. And thank you for doing your research, everyone, and thank you for educating others, sincerely, because that's what it's all about, right? Just like Dr. Shiva says, like I said in the last speech, let's be a light amongst ourselves, let's educate others so we can shine a light to the world full of humanity, am I right? Exactly. We're not going to allow them to continue to trash humanity. And again, show your face, my friends, what you're doing, right? We are pro-health. Just like my sister, who's an experienced nurse, and other nurses and doctors will tell you, come on, we are pro-health. Sure, you make mistakes, but don't be afraid to show your face through this pathetic COVID-19. You know, right?
Convict.
I mean, come on. So, again, my friends, one of my goals, I'm going to have coffee with 2 police officers from Hamilton soon. And we're going to find a way for them to be courageous so that one cop after another takes off his or her mask, and then it's going to be rapid fire. They're going to be the first ones globally to end this mask psyop once and for all. Right? And then I believe even mainstream media, that people that are indoctrinated, because the brainwashing has been very subtle, but like I said, we know they've submissively indoctrinated large parts of the population. But when cops start to take off their masks, say we don't want to wear a mask all day, we've been wearing it through all this pandemic, and you watch, a lot of people are going to start to take off their masks. And my friends, lastly, I want to say this. Like I said, they want to transition to technocracy and transhumanism, some of these evildoers. It's a very small number of the Mr. Global right, this committee of the globalists. We do not want that, my friends, trust me, right? Transhumanism is about trashing humanity, right? They want to trash the natural, organic unfolding of the human condition. That's why I disagree wearing masks. People got to understand, right? They want you like robots. They want us to distance each other behind glass, separated, inhuman. Do you see what's going on? You do, don't you? And we are going to wake up all the other Canadians out there, my friends, one after another. It started. And again, Vlad has created a beautiful movement with Hugs Over Masks. And we got Stand Up Canada. And the establishment, you know, I almost got to laugh. They didn't know. They knew groups would be formed, right? But they didn't know that there'd be an amazing group like Hugs Over Masks. All of you here today and every week, they didn't know we'd have Stand Up Canada. All of us fighting for Canadian human rights and freedoms. Now, give each other a hug, would you? If you feel like it, give a loving embrace to somebody. Because, thank you, all right. Isn't this guy great? No, really, everybody, this, you know, just keep in mind, they want to, these evildoers, again, they want to transition to technocracy, transhumanism. And let me add this. Catherine Austin Fitts tells you this, everybody.
Shout out to her.
Yes. Catherine Austin Fitts was former Secretary for Housing and Urban Development under George W. Bush. She worked with the, you know, she's dealt with the CIA. They tried to set her up 3 times. But she tells you, they're trying to use the pharma guys to implement transhumanism. They're using the tech, they're trying to use the tech guys to do it. They're using the military, and they're using the central bankers. And they're trying to do it in a way that we can't even connect it in our minds, in our consciousness. But this is the real reality that we have to look at, and we can stop it, and we will stop it. Hello? Exactly. So that's the real reality. And I want to call out respectively all the police officers in our Canadian military. It's about damn time that we get our Canadian military to stand up for us and get to these rallies as well. I want to see some military. Okay? And I might have been involved in an unacknowledged special access project. I might even have an informant at Lockheed Martin. We're going to keep the corporate elites on their toes. I won't go there, but let me just put that out there. We got a lot of great military. We got great military. We got great police officers, doctors, and nurses, and teachers. So let's all unite. Let's tell the truth. You don't need to wear a mask. There's a lot of risks at times wearing a mask, and that's why even the government has to admit you can be exempt. Am I correct? Now, when you go grocery shopping, are you going to wear a mask? Do you have to? Or is the shadow government and the puppets like Doug Ford, Justin Trudeau, and our health officials, are they trying to con us to go to wear a mask? Is that what's happening? That's right.
They're trying to force us.
That's right. And Justin Trudeau and Doug Ford, you know what? They have to live with this for the rest of their life. They have to live with the fact that they made fun of people that don't wear masks through this pandemic. And again, they're going to pay a price. Either here or after, they're going to pay a price. You don't make fun of us, okay? We are the real deal. We are the government, and we are going to compel the so-called leaders to fight for our rights. We're going to get the economies up and running this year. All the businesses need to stay open. They need to get open now and stay open, and they can do it. Are you going to support businesses that stay open? Like futuristic fitness, right? We're going to get all the gyms open, every single one of them in Canada this year. And we're going to get every business open. I got to go. I'm sorry. I forgot there were other speakers. I'm sorry. Have a great day. Thanks for sharing your time. We are going to win this battle. And if you want to come over to my bench shoot, check me out. I'd be honored. Thank you.